So I want to tell you something that I've just noticed in my own game. It's probably something that's been present for years, but it's something that's just kind of come to my conscious awareness. And the reason it's come to my awareness is it kind of surprised me, okay? Because it's kind of counterintuitive. What I noticed is when I look at the interactions where I actually pull and successfully take a girl home and have sex with her versus the interactions where it looks really good, but then it ends up petering out, it ends up not going all the way. What I noticed is in the ones where it actually is working, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not getting what I'm going to refer to as too comfortable. All right. Now, obviously, you want to be somewhat comfortable. If you're a nervous wreck and can't handle yourself, that's not good. That's a level too far. But if you are generally confident, if you generally know what you're doing around a girl, you want to have a little bit of nervousness in your game. Okay. And actually, you want her to be a little nervous too. And that does a few things. Number one, if you're nervous, that means you're excited and you're engaged. Okay. It keeps you from getting bored. It keeps you from getting disengaged. So that definitely matters, right? Also, a little bit of nervousness actually adds some genuineness. If you're too relaxed and too smooth, it's like, wait, you've been here how many times before? Like, sex is supposed to be exciting. So you have to understand, as a pickup artist, right? I've been with hundreds and hundreds of girls, okay? The girls that I'm sleeping with, they've been with, I don't know, 2 guys, 10 guys, maximum maybe like 20, 30 guys at like on the high end usually, okay? It's not as common for them. Not as common. A shocking number of the girls that I've slept with, yeah, they sleep with me first night because I'm pretty good at what I do, but this is very rare for them. They've maybe never had a one-night stand before. So if you're in the middle of having a one-night stand and you're bored by the process because you've done it too many times, what is that communicating to the girl? What is that conveying to the girl? That's got to be very off-putting for her, all right? So you need to have that little bit of nervousness. You need to cultivate that. Now, the question is, okay, if you are in set, and you notice that nervousness is gone, now what? How do you make yourself nervous? Well, I'm not gonna say make yourself nervous, but what I will say is do something to actively engage yourself. Do something a little risky, do something a little bit thrilling. If you use canned material, or if you, this is part of it goes back to the mission a little bit from this month, but if you use canned material, drop some of the canned shit and make yourself come up with some new stuff. All right, take some risks, do something new, stretch your comfort zone a little bit, okay? And also just take it as a reminder, oh shit, I'm a little disengaged. Make yourself get engaged, make yourself interested. If the conversation is not of interest to you, interrupt yourself, even if it's worst game, and do the thing that will make you again present in the moment, okay? So very, very important. It's something that I've been noticing a lot recently is as soon as I get too calm, the set itself just goes flat. As long as I stay a little bit nervous, things go well. And again, you could kind of mix what is cause, what is effect here. And definitely there is a bit of a chicken and egg thing. There is definitely a bit of a, because it's going well and because I like the girl and because I'm engaged, I'm nervous. It's not that the nervousness is making that happen. It's a result, but it's a good indicator. It's a good thing to be aware of and it's a good thing to notice, okay? So notice it, be aware of it. And when you are a little bit nervous, don't be too worried about it. Now, when I say I'm nervous, does this mean I'm anxious and wondering if I'm good enough and wondering if the girl likes me? Not at all. Not at all. I know if the girl stayed with me, she likes me. I know I'm good enough because I've been with lots of girls. But what I actually mean is that I'll notice myself kind of shaking a little bit. Or I'll notice myself the feeling in my stomach is a little bit tense, right? So I have the physical manifestations of nervousness a little bit. In my mind, I'm not. In my mind, I'm calm, I'm cool, I'm clear, I'm collected. I can think ahead. But if there's not a little bit of nervousness, a little bit of anxiousness, a little bit of excitement in my body, that's a bad sign, okay? And if it's not there, do something, push your comfort zone, do something, get yourself engaged so it will be there. Okay, now, the funny thing is, a lot of people will kind of get this confused when I talk about you need value and comfort to talk to a girl, but isn't comfort a good thing? But don't you want her to feel comfortable? Yeah, you do. You do, but you don't want her to feel completely comfortable. Right? You need to keep a little bit of tension in the set. So let me first be very clear. This is a bit of an advanced point, okay? If you're a beginner, fucking unwatch this video. If you've watched to this point as a beginner, unwatch, unlearn everything you've seen so far. For you, calm the fuck down and be as calm as you can. This is specifically a video for intermediate guys and advanced guys, okay? If you're a beginner, get as unnervous as you can because that nervousness is not going to be an issue. You're going to be super nervous as is. I'm talking to the guys here who have done hundreds of sets. I'm talking to the guys here who have pulled many, many, many times, okay? Those are the guys that need to stay very engaged, right? And those guys are not going to have a big problem with adding some comfort and making things natural. What they'll have a problem with is making it seem spontaneous, making it seem real, right? So that's absolutely critical. There's something I teach in Opening Mastery, which is pretty great lesson overall. But I say, what is the vibe you want to have in set? And the vibe you want to have in set is, I've never done this before, but I'm fucking perfect at it. Okay, I've never done this before, but I'm perfect at it, right? When you get too good at game, you become actually a little too perfect at it. You become a little too smooth. You become a little too like slick, and it's a little plastic and a little bit fake. And it's good to actually have some mess ups. It's good to mess up a little bit. It's good to fuck up a little bit in your game because it makes it seem real. It's good to occasionally say or it's good to hesitate a little bit, right? And for that same reason, it's actually good to be a little bit nervous because it makes it seem real, right? And to be fair, you need to be kind of method acting that it is real. In fact, you should be real acting, ideally, that it is real, but get a little excited. Get a little excited. If you're about to pull a girl home, take a minute and remember, even if this is the 300th girl you've pulled home, this is a cool experience. Like, there are people that write into like Playboy and Maxim about their one fucking like fantasy one night stand experience. Granted, you've had that 300 times. Don't get complacent. Don't be the guy that's so fucking, it's such a like passe yawn that like you've done it so many times, okay? Enjoy the fucking moment. Enjoy your life. What is the point of pickup if you're not gonna have fun with it? And if you really are that blasé and bored with it, either go find another girl you're not bored with, or better yet, do something exciting with this girl. If you have a routine, if you have a set routine of like pull here, pull here, pull here, go here, and you're so bored with it that it's making you yawn, you know what? Go on an adventure. Go around the block a different way. Go out to like the fucking, like, go out and walk along the ocean and actually like enjoy the time with her a little bit and then pull her home. Because guess what? If it would have worked doing your routine that you're bored with, I can guarantee you it's gonna work doing that other thing, okay? So the big thing here is you wanna stay engaged in the set, and your sets need to be natural. And the manifestation of this I've noticed recently is that when I'm a little nervous, it works. So take that lesson, but more importantly, take the bigger lesson, which is you need to be present in your own sets, and you need to actually enjoy the process.